your first alert weather.
Okay, here's our radar first thing this morning, and that cold front is right there on top of us. Look at this winter mess that it is creating, and you notice back behind it another low attached to it. That perforated brown line is another front, if you will, and it jettisons back behind it. So there's more moisture that'll spin up, and we get this first front through here with the winter conditions all over Montana. This is why you don't go to work for John Dutton. We're going to see the winds pick up and kick through here today. Let me take that out of there for you just a second, because that's the surface analysis. So you know where the front is. The radar site is in Pingree, so it's just to the north of the American Falls Reservoir. So we're looking at rain making the changeover into snow just as you get to the east of Victor, and we still have our winter storm warnings in effect through tomorrow for Teton County, Wyoming, Lincoln County, Wyoming, and we've added some adjoining areas with winter weather advisories, and that'll last into eastern Bonneville County and on up into Teton County for tomorrow afternoon into the 3 o'clock hour. Now you get on up in toward Madison County and into portions of Teton County, Idaho, and Fremont County, and that's where we have a winter storm warning as well. So Island Park seeing snows on radar. West Yellowstone is wet on the ground, and Spencer as well. I'd love to see some of your pictures. If you can email those to me, jeff.roper@localnews8.com. Mackey on the edge of some rain and snow showers, and Arco's getting wet, and we follow this line of precip all the way down to the state line. And even as you get into portions of Utah, they've got a freeze watch that's in effect because they know it's going to get cold. And I'll show you these temperatures coming up here. So with some scattered showers and more snow on the way into tonight for the valley and into the eastern highlands, yeah, it's going to be a doozy of a couple of days around here. Not the most ideal weather for outdoor activities. Here's a live look from the Blackfoot Rest area where we're expecting some rain to jettison in here along with some gusty winds. We've already seen 35+ mile-an-hour winds into our area in Pocatello this morning, and that's pretty gusty for waking up in the middle of the night and having your wig blown around. Winter storm warnings remain in effect through tomorrow, and winter weather advisories are sticking around through the nighttime tonight until we maybe make the changeover into another advisory. So there's the front. I'll pull it into 3D for you. Let me take you down south and tell you about the other big system. This is Hurricane Otis, now a Category 4, 130-mile-an-hour winds. It has hit land, and it's moving at about 10 miles an hour to the north. It really doesn't pose any threat to us, but it is dumping a foot of rain. Around here, how much rain are we going to see? Probably 3/10 of an inch into the eastern highlands, maybe a ½ inch on into Jackson. I'll give you those estimates coming up, but this front is going to be a doozy today with the winds kicking up, and there's more moisture back behind it. So you're not going to shake this. It's not going to be like a Taylor Swift song. You cannot shake it off. It's going to hang around a while. This is the kickstart of our winter season. You take a look at Pocatello right now, and it is dry and maybe a few spotty showers down around Rockland. This is Rexburg this morning. You're probably seeing some light showers there, and we've got more moisture on the way. We're looking at 40s and 50s. It is 38 in Jackson, and the wind at 3 miles an hour, 16-mile-an-hour sustained winds on into Pocatello, and we're looking at a 32-mile-an-hour gust just in the last 30 minutes. 22-mile-an-hour gust into West Yellowstone. Watch the Vipercast. Rain into the mid-morning. We'll make the changeover into some snows for the highland areas. There may be a rumble of thunder involved as well, some thunder snow. It's been a while since we've heard that, right? And then we'll see some deepening snows on into the highland areas for the early morning hours when you start with us here on Local News 8. Good time to download that weather app, too. Get the news app while you're there, too, because the news director told me to say that. Yeah, I don't get credit for it, but yeah, you do that too. That'd be good. He'd like that. Trick or treat. We're going to see more of these showers push through, and we'll get rains adding up, maybe a ½ inch on into portions of our backyard, maybe puddling up too, and we're looking at accumulating snows all the way through Thursday night for a good portion of our highland areas as we calculate the majority of this. Now, some of it can blow too, because we're going to see winds of up to 20+ miles an hour. Again, 30-mile-an-hour winds already this morning. High-profile vehicles, school buses. Y'all just take your time, slow your roll, look out in the roundabouts, and watch for the cheese wagons. It's going to freeze tonight, so this is the temperature and the recipe we need to make the snow. It will be below freezing for a lot of us outside of the valley. Here's the 8-day with a 42-degree high tomorrow in Blackfoot and a 50-50 shot of starting with snow in the morning. Salmon, 53 today, down to 25 tonight. Will be frozen, and anything that flies will be froze more than likely. Rexburg, 49 and down to 31 tonight. Only only in the 30s tomorrow. And look at how cold it's going to get around here with this Arctic air that makes its push in here after we get this moisture out of the way. 40s, then 30s, and then teens at night, even into the single digits to start a bright Sunday morning in Jackson. Pocatello is going to be 54 today. It'll be wet as we get into the morning. 32 tonight, 42, and good snow chances into tomorrow to start the day. IF will only be in the 40s, down into the 30s, and we don't peak again into the 40s until next Tuesday with some chilly cold air around here, Dylan.
I think it's